and welcome back to our Team Lotus F1 Manager Series, another live stream as we are round 4. Is it round 4? Round 4, I believe, in Bahrain. We have the Bahrain race live and ready to go for this one. You viewed. First person here. Thanks, buddy. Hope you're well. Glad to see you jumping back in, buddy. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, Bahrain race for this one, and as you can see, we've qualified P9 with Lawson, P11 with Ricardo. So Ricardo just missed out on Q3, Liam Lawson P9. So we're hoping we can challenge the Aston Martin. So it's a bit of a sandwich. We've got ourselves in 9th, then I believe Fernando's in 10th, then Ricardo 11th, and K-Mag in the other Aston Martin in 12th. So battling the Aston Martins for the last points, hopefully. We're looking for 9th and 10th in this one, if we can. If you haven't checked out the latest episode on YouTube, unfortunately, the last race, when I stopped the stream, my PC completely crashed and we lost the save in terms of that game. So Lawson, who officially has scored points, well, I say officially he hasn't scored points, although he did in that last live stream, because that has unfortunately been lost. So technically, we're looking for Lawson to again score his first points of the season. So that's what we're looking for. Same strategy for both drivers, starting on a soft, medium, then soft at the end. Lawson needs to be a little bit more softer, so to speak, on his tyres, because he's not quite as good as managing. So as you can see, Danny Rick's gone attack stint at the end. Liam Lawson's got aggressive. But fundamentally, it's the same strategy. This is the quickest way round here. So let's jump in as we begin the Bahrain Grand Prix. As I say that, let's just pump these on. Here we go, that is better. So here we go then, let's get this Bahrain Grand Prix underway.
Final checks are being carried out by the teams, and it won't...
Let's see if we can get a double points scoring finish. As I say, we did last stream, but it's technically not counted, so let's hope we do this time. 5 lights then, underway.
And away we go.
As Ricardo looks like he might have got a jump on Fernando Alonso. Is Fernando Alonso going to come straight back at him here? He's looking to do so on the inside. As Lawson is trying to battle the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc as well. And Lawson around the outside. Lovely, can he hold that though? Charles is going to want to fight this back. Bailey, what's your team called? This is Team Lotus, Bailey. And Liam Lawson still fighting with Charles Leclerc here. We have 2 left-handers coming up, so there's a good chance for us to keep this position. Charles will do well to stay in there, and he doesn't. So, job done for Lawson there, up to P8. Ricardo did jump Alonso, so into P10. Yeah, not bad. A little tired. Early start work today after early start yesterday. Then normal, so looking forward to a chilled night and day off tomorrow. Oh, glad you've got a day off tomorrow, you viewed. Thanks for the follow, Bailey. Much appreciated, buddy. I'm not sure why Ricardo's fuel is using so much more fuel than Lawson. Is Charles going to come back at us here? No. Right, we will just calm it down a bit here. As Ricardo is looking to have a little go, potentially on Charles, but I think better of it. I don't think we're really battling the Ferraris or any cars ahead of us. It'll be nice to. But our battle really is with the 2 Astons behind us, so we would certainly take 9th and 10th in this one. We've dropped down on the tyres now, just jump into our strategy.
I don't think we can do much more.
We just keep the head down on the way to as best as we can, okay?
Two laps gone then. Lawson in 8th, Ricardo in 10th. It's all pretty bunched up still because we're only a couple of laps in. Ricardo thought about it for a moment there on Charles. Thinks better of it. And Alonso really on the gearbox of Ricciardo here. So Charles must, some of these must have started the race. Have they started on a scrub set, or they just full out attack? Alonso, we're matching the tyres of Alonso, but we might be in trouble here with Alonso. Do we have DRS? We do. That will save us. Yeah, so actually Alonso's tyre wear is slightly better than... Well, it's about matching on 92%. As Alonso sends one. And he's going to jump past Daniel Ricciardo. It's fine. As long as we can just stick with Alonso.
Yep. This is my pace.
You see a replay of that one. Came from a long way back, really. Look at this. Oh, a bit of a... And with a glitch to go with it, really. He went through us there. Not the greatest of replays. I wonder how long it will last. It will last before Liam Lawson overtakes Ricciardo in overall. Yeah, I don't think it'll be long. As Lawson is getting past Oscar Piastri.
Now we're watching the action closely here. The gap opens up for...
Lovely move from Liam Lawson. Wasn't expecting to move up any further there, but Lawson's up to P7. Lance Stroll, hello buddy, I'm doing well, hope you're well. Piastri's going to come straight back at us there. Absolutely fine. As we've been saying, our battle is with the two Aston Martins, really, for this race. New Zealand, yeah. The Kiwi against the Australian, indeed. I'm expecting the DRS to be broken to Magnussen, but he is just about hanging in there at the moment. Chris Spalding just got here, been watching the GOAT Leo Messi. Hi Chris, hope you're well, buddy. Yeah, Magnussen is just about hanging in there, isn't he? Alright, is Lawson... So Charles is back past Liam Lawson. Okay. And Alonso is going to move past us as well. So we're... Lost a couple of positions there with Lawson. And my only worry here at the moment is Alonso's pace is looking pretty good. As Drugovic has got a mechanical fault. That's quite early on. 4 races in.
But there. Oh dear, that's not what they need right now.
The crofty replay, so he's not going to tell us what that fault is. We can have a look in a moment though. Damn, it looks strange with K-Mag in the Aston Martin. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? As Alonso sending it on Charles here. Do I tell our drivers not to fight? I feel we do. At this phase, we just try and want to build a gap to Magnussen and stick with Charles and Alonso. We don't really want to be fighting and losing time. We will let them fight later on in the race. But if we can just build a DRS gap to Magnussen, get quite safe there. But he's still trying to hang around there, isn't he? Stroll in the kick Sauber, he's dropped out. So there's definitely a gap now from Magnussen 12th to Stroll in 13th. As it's Lewis Hamilton leading the race. Sainz is second, Bottas third. Bottas leading the Drivers' Championship. Russell fourth, Norris fifth. Verstappen, the reigning world champion, only... It was a sixth, he just moved up to fifth. Lawson's got DRS, long way back here though. And Ricciardo should just be staying in the DRS of his teammate Lawson.
I could do it.
Be smart and patient.
So we're lap 20 with Ricciardo. What are we with Lawson? Lost my mind there for a minute. We're lap 20 with both of them, are we? That's not ideal, so we'll have to kind of split that if we stay the same gap. So we are... No, Magnussen... Yeah, Magnussen's just about staying in there, isn't he? What's tyre life looking like? So Alonso started to use his tyres slightly, a bit more. Charles is down to 80%. Hamilton's really caning his tyres, down to 73% in second, now in first. Shame about the result of Cota, but oh well, the only thing, because Carlos Sainz being next to McLaren, would have been nice for him to win, overtake Leclerc. Yeah, it's quite frustrating actually, Cota, because if there was doubt, I felt they could just tell Lando to give that position back just before the start-finish straight, and he would have been right on the DRS and probably got Max again, either there or the next DRS. So there's been a few things this year where McLaren just, maybe it's because they haven't been in that sort of, especially that kind of team in terms of, you know, the staff. It's probably a big staff change since they are last in championship battles, so I guess it's a learning curve for them, but been a few errors from them this year. And I do feel Lando's, you know, he's not quite used to racing Max yet. He's got to get a bit more aggressive and wiser racing. And to be fair to Max, whether you don't like him or you do like him, I felt he defended really well, to be fair. Pains me to say it as a McLaren fan, because of course I want Lando to overtake, get the points. We've got a yellow flag. Hamilton's tumbling down the order. Hamilton's on the outside. We're going to be going past him. And he's going to join behind K-Mag. So that's just gained us position.
They took turn 8.
What, his tyres were pretty in pretty poor shape anyway. And now he's locked up Lewis. Yeah, he's going to be a long way back. His tyres down to 61%.
P9.
And we'll see this just because Hamilton was parked on the exit here trying to rejoin, and he couldn't quite rejoin because it was unsafe to do so. So Lawson and Ricciardo moved past Hamilton. He did that last race in Suzuka, although he did come together with he crashed with Alonso, but also locked up and wrecked his tyres. He's done a similar thing here today. I'll tell you what we are going to do, as we did have that crash last time out when I finished the stream. I'm just going to put an extra save in here, just in case.
Yeah, copy.
So it's now 2 seconds to Magnussen, so we are starting to build that DRS gap, and it is now the top 10, of course, with Hamilton dropping out there. So that has worked out very nicely for us. We can just sort of manage our race from here. Yeah, I feel McLaren, well, no one thought McLaren would have a chance for the Constructors' Championship. It was very borderline, but yeah, with Lando and Max, say good job. It was the other McLaren because in a crash, possibly. Yeah, the only thing I'd say about the Max thing is whether, you know, did he go into that corner intentionally with the intention of never making the corner? I think that's what everyone's talking about, the rules, and perhaps there needs to be a rule change, because yes, you can say the car that meets the apex, who's at the apex first, basically has right of passage, but if you make the apex by effectively getting to the apex with no intention of actually making the corner or being able to make the corner, then it doesn't make sense. But I thought it was on the limit. I would have liked the overtake to stay in place. I wouldn't have put the penalty in the first place, but knowing that other cars were getting penalties and it was right on the border, I would have just... McLaren would have been talking to the FIA and the race directors, sorry. They would have been talking to the race director or the team, so they would have known that it was up for discussion. So I would have just said to Lando, give the position back on a piece of the track where you can still take advantage of it and go again, because there's still a good number of laps to go. Right, Lawson on Fernando Alonso here. So Alonso's just dropped out of the DRS to Charles Leclerc. But we lost a bit of pace there, Lawson. And Ricciardo's right on our tail, of course, but we've asked them not to overtake on another yellow flag. It's Russell this time, is it? Or is he just being overtaken? I think he might have just been overtaken. Yeah, it's Tsunoda.
Now we can see what happened. This one is involving Yuki Tsunoda.
And Yuki right at the back here.
Point.
Spectacular drop-off for these RBs in our series from last year.
Passenger.
So Lawson's got a double take in DRS. Is he going to try and move here on Fernando? Fernando covers him off there. Yes, he does. Oscar Piastri will be interesting if he can go for the title next season. Yeah, the only thing I'd say about Oscar is he's a little bit inconsistent in terms of pure pace against Lando. There's some tracks where he's on it, matching or better. Then some tracks he's just 2-3 tenths off what Lando's doing. So he's just got to, you know, he's not far off, of course. So he's just got to find a little bit more consistency. But definitely doing very well for his second season. Magnussen is 5.3 seconds back now, so that is well and truly covered off. As I say, we're going to lap 20 here. It's literally a DRS train from Bottas down to ourselves. The top 10 are separated by 3.7 seconds. Which is a madness, actually. Yeah, 3.7 seconds. Now dropping to 4 seconds is separated the top 10 here.
Copy, copy.
And how are we doing on tyres now? Charles has sort of preserved his tyres now, so he's obviously gone on a bit of a conserve run there. Hamilton's still down in 13th. Hamilton can come back at us later in the race though, so that's definitely not over from Hamilton. He's only, what, 10 seconds back. So we've got to build a bigger gap than that, I feel. And Liam Lawson, who in real F1 had a pretty good Grand Prix, didn't he? I was going to say his debut, but technically not his debut. Second debut, I guess. That's the problem here, is obviously a DRS train. Alonso in front of us has got the DRS, so it's very hard to get any overtakes done here. I wonder if Danny Rick, we could probably go a lap longer if we just go light a bit on the tyres here.
Understood.
Free rider, is it worth letting Rick through and see if he can do any better? If we weren't in a DRS train and Lawson was failing to overtake, I would certainly think about swapping them, but...
Copy that.
To be fair, it's going to be hard with both drivers just because we're in a DRS train. As it looks like it's going to go 3 wide there between Piastri, Russell and Alonso. I think Russell might have just gone from 6th to 8th there. And has Liam Lawson got a chance here on the outside? No, not quite. What we can ask Lawson to do is maybe go a bit high on the overtake aggression.
Copy.
Yeah, he did great. Much better than Yuki in that race. Yeah, I wonder if Yuki's just a bit disheartened, disillusioned now. As it's sort of Liam Lawson's coming in as a showdown to see if he can get the Red Bull seat, and then Yuki's obviously been overlooked, so can't imagine that's too motivating for Yuki. I'll be right back, no worries, you viewed. Right, lap 10 of 57. It's going well for us at the moment. As I say, I wanted to try and achieve 9th and 10th, and we're doing that at the moment. We've got a 7-second buffer to Magnussen, nearly 11 seconds to Hamilton. I still think Hamilton's the danger man. He is going to have to pit probably in the next 3 or 4 laps. I think Yuki will struggle in the Red Bull. Yeah, well, I just don't think he's in contention for it, seems, does it? I mean, this might be controversial, but I know there's a lot of Yuki fans, so sorry if you're a Yuki fan, but I've never felt he is a driver ready for a top drive, but that's just my opinion. It's not factual. You can argue the point. As Lawson's got past
now we're watching
Russell.
the action closely here.
So Russell just fell out of
And they
DRS
squeezed
here,
by.
and Liam Lawson has got past. As Daniel Ricciardo followed him through here.
And the overtake is made.
I think he's gonna, you know. Yes, we did. Both cars then get past George Russell. And we continue as we are, but we've jumped George Russell there. Russell's softs are down to 57%, so I wonder if he's just conserving a bit of tyre life. Free ride, I think the same. Yeah. I think Yuki's definitely worthy a seat on the grid. Not debating that.
Okay, that's P9.
Right, so P8 and 9 now.
Russell behind us.
And this is working quite well for Russell at the moment because he's just conserving his tyres a little bit behind Lawson now. We could come in a little bit earlier with Lawson, to be fair. We might actually do that. Especially to cover off Lewis. Hulkenberg and Zhou, I think, have just crashed. They have.
Yeah, you're approaching.
Hulkenberg and Zhou. Zhou in the house. Hulkenberg in the RB. Zhou just gone straight into him here. He has. Guan Yu Zhou with a lock-up. Straight in to Hulkenberg.
Something's gone on there. Looks like it's Zhou Guan Yu.
I think this is the same crash.
Here we are. We're looking at turn 11.
Yeah, it's the
With
same
not
crash.
much
Going to
room
get an
to
extra
move.
replay.
It has to be said.
It was just a
that was
lock-up.
pretty risky, and that won't do their confidence.
Lucky, really, that both of them are still in the race. I think they're still in the race, both of them. Yeah, Zhou, and they're still together there. But I'd imagine certainly Zhou, or both of them, will need to come into the pits. Hulkenberg's got a puncture as well. That's even worse for him. Obviously, with all the debris he's been through out there.
Maybe, I don't know, they have a puncher.
No, maybe about it. That is a punchy. Luckily for him, he's near the end of the lap.
Yeah, copy that.
And you can pick up the pace.
Right, we've just swapped the drivers over there because Ricciardo was showing a lot more pace than Lawson, so I think it's the right thing to do. Just swap them over, see if Ricciardo has got a little bit more pace at this phase of the Grand Prix. Albon and Gasly being promoted too early, yeah. Just think that Red Bull's second seat is just hard, isn't it? Free Rider, thanks for the follow, buddy. I think, apart from Ricciardo, really, against Max, everyone else has struggled. This is just the same, so I think we have just really got the same pace between both our drivers here. Alonso's up to P5. We were hoping we could challenge him today. I don't think that's quite going to happen. There's George getting into some clean air there. Right, let's just forward on whilst we're conserving a bit. Hamilton does pit now. Russell's right on the back of us. We should be able to use each other as a bit of a buffer to George. Must be difficult to go to a team that's centered around one person. Yeah, definitely. I mean, and why wouldn't they, to be fair? He's an elite driver. I think that's what's so difficult to go to Red Bull. That's why I'd also be interested to see Max move to another team in the future. See how that works as well. So we dropped 4 seconds behind what is now Verstappen in 7th place. Still pretty much a DRS train from 1st place down to Verstappen. What is the pit loss here? It's 23 seconds, near enough 24. That would be 32 seconds. So We've got a nice gap between Tsunoda and Perez here for Lawson. I just want to watch Hamilton. I don't want Hamilton to get an undercut on us, so we'll probably put Lawson into the pits a little bit earlier. Got to drop out, but we'll be back when I can. Have a good stream. No worries, Free Rider. Thanks for dropping in, buddy. Much appreciated. Need a crash of cars ahead of Team Lotus. Yeah, that would be nice. A little crash between this top 7 here. Well, how are we doing on tyre life? Pretty good to get to lap 20 still. We're not really racing George. I don't know how George has really ended up behind us, but we're going to keep not fighting between the teammates. And then we do really owe Lawson to swap back round. Is George going to try send one down the inside? He looked. Doesn't happen.
Struggling a little bit with the fronts.
Team Lotus 1-2, yeah, that would be an almighty crash. The whole top 7 go out. So yeah, 32 seconds was the gap, wasn't it? 24, so actually we're now around Perez, so we want to be ahead of Perez at least when we pit, but we've still got 5 laps to go, so that would certainly be the case. We don't want Hamilton to get anywhere within 24 seconds of Lawson, basically. That's what we're looking at this phase. But yeah, I'm impressed with Alonso. He's up to 3rd. And Charles, who's with us for a moment, was then briefly 1st. This is working well, though. We just keep this little buffer we've got going on George. But if George does get past us, it's not a big issue. We're just trying to get to lap 20 here. And then we'll come in for our first stops. As Teo Porcher and Perez are now pitting, so that'll open up a gap anyway for Lawson. Lap 16, so as I say, just working our way to lap 20. George still struggling to clear us.
Let's get ready.
George has jumped into the pits, so...
Be ready.
Copy that.
I think that's going to be too early for Lawson, though.
And we can push on tires.
Might just push the pace a little bit. What I want to look at is Hamilton's last lap, 1:37.1. So he's lapping 8 tenths to nearly a second quicker than us. 24, so it's still 32. So we've still got about 8 seconds on Hamilton. George will definitely undercut us now, although he has got some traffic coming up. George is now approaching Ocon, Stroll and Gasly here, so what we've got to hope is that's going to hold him up a bit. That'll be very nice indeed. He's now on the tail of those, so that's good. We'll see what his lap is on this lap, which is what we can do. Last lap for Russell isn't showing. Is that because that's still his out lap? I swear he's been out for more than 1 lap, but perhaps not. We'll see across this lap anyway. Crazy car, yo buddy, how's it going? Charles Leclerc jumps into the pits. Magson's in the pits as well. Russell did a 39.8. It's 2 seconds slower because he was bogged down behind these guys. Although it looks like he might have cleared them now, I'm not sure. No, he's still got some traffic, so that's not actually working out that well for George. Right, what I want to do here... I'm going to swap these back around.
Understood.
I'm going to push...
Big push, let's go.
Copy.
Oh, we can cancel lift off.
Okay, understood.
Is Aston Martin Newey paying off? I think so. Alonso's got blistering speed.
Copy box.
Right, so Lawson's going to come in next lap, and then we'll bring Ricciardo in the lap after. So I'm just going for a bit of a push-in lap here with him. And Russell is still sort of in some traffic there, so this could be working out well for us, although Gazzy's now pitted, so that has released Russell. Yeah, Russell, I think Russell will actually easily clear us.
We can still do it.
All right, here we go then. Lawson's coming in for his first stop. I swear I just saw Alonso P1, but I think he's just jumped into the pits as Fernando. Here we go then. Let's hope for a nice clean stop. I think George is going to jump us here. We need to see if Lewis is going to jump us though. 2.7, that's okay for us. Let's get Danny Rick in as well. So Russell, as I say, comfortably clear of us, I'd imagine.
Yep, Fox confirmed.
There is Lewis Hamilton though. We are just going to clear him. We are on standard here though until now lap 43 with Lawson. So as he says, Hamilton is not out of this and he's only 4 seconds behind. What's his tyre life? 79%. We've got a good offset.
The gap right now is 4.6.
Who has stopped? So yeah, Verstappen, Norris and Piastri yet to pit. So Alonso, I think, will be back in the lead, Crazy Kai. Fernando has got some mega speed here in Bahrain. Is the Aston Martin on to win this race? And where will Verstappen finish? He's struggling to hold on to his championship this year.
We need a little bit more
Well,
lift off.
we're only 4 races in, but he's not dominating like he did last year, which is nice to see. Right, come on then. Let's bring Ricciardo in. So again, let's hope for a nice clean stop as Piastri is stopping as well. As we see Piastri exit as we jump into the pit box. 2.7, as I say, that's pretty okay for us. Still need to improve our pit crew. Now, is he going to be behind Lawson? It's going to be very close.
And that's currently P9. Next car is Piastri.
Alright, we're just... Okay, what have we done there? Has he jumped past him again? Right, that's fine. Well, let's just maintain position. That's absolutely fine. Right, so Hamilton, yeah, I think Hamilton is going to be difficult to keep him back, to be fair. The only thing in our margin, our favour is the tyre margin.
Copy.
What do we think then in the chat for Formula 1, surely? Is it going to be Max's title now? It's looking ever likely, isn't it, in real life? But the Constructors' Championship is hotting up, especially with that Ferrari result. Could be a freeway race. Well, I say freeway, I feel like it's going to be two-way between McLaren and Ferrari, because whilst Perez languishes in somewhere between 8th and no points, it's going to be hard for Red Bull to maintain the Constructors' Championship. Verstappen pits then. I think the only driver not to pit is Lando Norris, going very long. Alonso is not going to be in the lead though, because Carlos Sainz is currently there. Oh, it's very close between these three. That would have been a nice little accident for us, as Hamilton is already in the DRS of Daniel Ricciardo. So we're not really fighting Lewis, although it'd be nice. It looks like he is going to come back. We want to try and finish 9th and 10th, but that was trying to battle, we thought, Fernando for the last point. But Fernando's pace has been phenomenal across this race, so I just don't think that's going to happen. And Lewis is looking very racy. He's got the fastest lap of the race. So I'm not going to fight this too hard. And there we go. Lewis already ahead of us, even before the DRS. I think we'll actually get the DRS. No, he got the DRS. I'm sure we saw him in front of the detection zone there, but nonetheless, Lewis clears Ricciardo.
Okay. Alrighty.
And I'd imagine he's soon going to be on to Liam Lawson as well.
Okay, keep it clean. Focus on the pace.
The thing we can hope for is these guys fighting are going to sort of burn up their tyres, perhaps. Once we've got nice clear air now.
Tires are in a good place.
Lando Norris in and out of the pits. Where's he going to filter out? Alonso is back in the lead of this race. Phenomenal stuff from Fernando. And Norris is going to come out even behind George Russell there. No, he's just going to clear George. Norris got a good time margin on the rest of the grid. Hamilton is closing in on DRS to Lawson, so we do expect Hamilton to clear us as well. And then we're kind of being 10th and 11th, and I think that's really going to be our pace today, unless there's going to be an accident or incident ahead of us. We can try for a fastest lap perhaps at the end to nick an extra point. It'll have to be with Lawson if he's the one remaining in the points. Unless anything odd happens ahead of us. The only thing is, obviously, Hamilton has got to pit a lot earlier. So he might go through a bit of a conserve phase or light phase during this stint. We might be able to come back at him. And yeah, whether we'll have any pace on the guys ahead of us later in the race, I do not know, but we shall see. It looks like it'll be only a matter of time before Lewis Hamilton gets past Liam Lawson here. Daniel Ricciardo has dropped back a little bit. He's nearly 3 seconds behind Lawson. Still within touching distance, though. Is this the moment for Lewis, though? He's just 4 tenths behind. DRS is about to open. Here we go. He'll get a double helping if he doesn't get it done here, but it looks like he will get it done on this one. Ooh, no, he doesn't. He filters back in behind Lawson, so does he want to have another stab up here into the second DRS zone? Here we go. DRS open again. It's a little bit behind there, does Lewis. He goes for it, though. Very aggressive move from Hamilton. I think he knew he had to get that done. It was looking unlikely there for a while, but he is now past Lawson. And we are now P10 with Lawson, P11 Ricciardo, and this is kind of where our pace is around Bahrain, it seems. Unless we're going to come good later in this stint or the final stint. What's around us in terms of tyre history? So Hamilton's gone soft medium, so you'd assume he'd be on softs at the end. Lando probably softs at the end. George softs at the end. Yeah, most of these, all of these could go softs at the end. The only one who actually can't is Fernando's going to be on mediums at the end. So unless Fernando's going to be very slow at the end. But we're a long way behind Fernando. We're 16 seconds, so I don't quite think that's going to happen. Lawson is sticking with Lewis. Is Lewis trying to conserve his tyres now he's passed us? I think we're going to get straight back past Lewis here. Lewis goes defensive very early, but we're nearly alongside. Now the DRS is open. This should be pretty easy. Job done. So I wonder if Lewis is now going through that phase where he's trying to conserve the tyres.
Okay, good job. Currently P9.
Well, lap was at 43, wasn't it? It was 43 for both of them, 44 for Ricciardo. Lewis coming back. This is just going to ebb and flow, I think, between these two for a little while. So it's now Sainz in the lead via Bottas and Alonso. Very close between all of them. K-Mag and the other Aston's 10 seconds behind, so he's a long way back. He's nearly, well, he's about 28 seconds off his teammate, is Magson, not even at halfway through the race. Is Hamilton making his way back past us here? Yes, he is. I think this, as I say, is just going to chop and change between us. Because I imagine Lawson is going to be straight back past again on this next DRS. We're nearly past already. Is Daniel Ricciardo been asked not to fight? Yes, we've got a yellow flag, only momentarily there.
He did a great job.
As Dragovic has had a lock-up. What was I looking at there? He's not fighting the teammate. What I'm going to ask Lawson to do is hold Lewis up. We'll try and get Ricciardo past him as well. Double team him. Is your career a Lotus one? It is, Thomas Davies. It is indeed. We are Team Lotus. Oh, we're just going to try and slow Lewis up and bring him into the clutches of Danny Rick. And we ask Danny Rick to speed up a bit.
And we have margin to push a little bit more on the tyres.
Right, Lewis will probably get past us here with a DRS.
And reminder, overtake available.
Okay.
But he won't actually get past us there. Just trying to bring Ricciardo up to the back of this battle, but Ricciardo's not exactly steamrolling his way up to us. And that's a little bit better, 1.5. Lewis is going to get past us here, though.
Need to pick up the pace a little bit if you can, please.
So we just need to try and stick with Lewis through this next part of the lap. I'll get a double taking of that DRS, of course. There we go. Ricciardo is closer now, though, isn't he? Has he got into the DRS range? Not quite. Actually, Lawson has got the DRS on Lewis. And sweeping around the outside. Lovely work from Lawson. That's lovely work. Right, let's see.
P9, P9.
This was a lovely little
This
move
is
from
what
Lawson.
happened. Now we're just proceeding through
Bliss
turn
switches
4.
to the outside.
There's the opening.
Finds plenty of traction out there. Job done for Lawson. Right, let's see if we can get Ricciardo in between them.
Your race is now.
Okay, understood.
Go on, Ricciardo. Send it in there. And they'll both have DRS. This is the only issue. Come on, Danny Rick. Try and get him here. Oh, he has a look up the inside.
Honestly, I don't think we can do much more.
Keep your head down.
Come on, Ricciardo. Don't get all doom and gloom about it. Right, we've got Lewis in a bit of a Team Lotus sandwich here. Ricciardo using plenty of ERS to get past him there. But Lewis going to have inside. Is he going to try and force us out? No, we're still about on the track. We might get bogged down right behind. We're past Lewis.
Hamilton will have DRS.
Hamilton will have DRS, but it looks like he's not using any battery there.
Charge on now, please.
Okay.
Right, and that is lovely work. Let us...
Reminder for charge off.
Understood.
Right, now we're going to ask Danny Rick not to attack Lawson and hopefully use him as a bit of a defensive buffer to just frustrate Lewis. As I say, we're not really racing Lewis, but let's see what we can do. I think we're going to struggle to catch up with those ahead of us, so we may as well try our best to ruin his race. The only problem is he will undercut us because he's got to come in a lot earlier unless he goes, as I say, significantly light on his tyres, and we could cover him off, but that would absolutely wreck our race, to be fair.
Okay, maximum focus on cooling down those rear tires.
Understood.
Right, so we are now moving up to what, lap 43 we really want to move to, and we'll just monitor this battle with Lewis. But yeah, we're now, what, 10 seconds off Lando in 8th, so we've not really got a fight ahead of us, unfortunately. Lewis has dropped off a bit. I wonder if he is now conserving that tyre. Down to 56%, so he's got to come in a lot earlier. Solia or Solia, thanks for the follow. Sorry if I'm butchering that. Yeah, I've pulled 3 seconds, so I think Hamilton's going through a bit of conserve phase, so we've frustrated him there for a little while. And it's Bottas who's leading the Drivers' Championship. He's leading this race as well. What does tyres look like out front? Looks pretty good, doesn't he? Anyone could win this race, all the way down to George Russell, effectively, at the moment. Yeah, I'd say anyone from Bottas to Russell could win this race. And Alonso, I feel, is having a mega drive up there for Aston Martin. And Drugovich dead last by 23 seconds. He's had a few issues this race. But yeah, definitely that Alpine and RB are very slow, aren't they? In our season here in 2025. But the pecking order, it's very hard to tell with these teams at the top. It's very close between Mercedes, Ferrari, McLaren and Red Bull. And then Aston Martin and us seem to be the next two teams that are very close. Although Alonso, as I say, is very much fighting today. Hamilton's dropped 8 seconds, so he has definitely gone light on those tyres, hasn't he? So he may be looking to go longer now, which would work out for us because he won't get a significant undercut and we could probably try and cover him off. So 9th and 10th is still a possibility here today, as we've got some back markers we're getting past there, Drugovich and then Hulkenberg as well. Hulkenberg 21st after being taken out of the race effectively by Zhou. It's now 10 seconds to Hamilton. And he pits. Ooh, that's quite early though, isn't it? What's he gone on to? Gone back onto mediums. I think we stick to our strategy. The softs will be quicker, but Hamilton will jump us here. Although he's got some traffic there in Stroll, Gasly and Ocon. Although he's straight past Stroll. That didn't take him very long at all. Where is he now? Yeah, he's got Ocon and Gasly. So we've got to hope Ocon and Gasly holds him up a bit. UView, bad joke for you, Callie. Bad joke? You with a bad joke? Never. I told my car to go faster, so it broke my speed limit. Now we're both in trouble. You were right. You were right with a bad joke. That's correct. Right, so this is what we like. Lewis is stuck in a bit of traffic now. As we continue just to drag each other up the road. Why is Russell now 11 seconds off the pace? We've closed to him 4 seconds of Russell, so I'm not quite sure what's going on with George there. Right, yeah, Hamilton is being held up a little bit here now. Is he going to get past Ocon and Gasly on this DRS? No. Ocon makes the move. This is good. So Hamilton is getting held up here significantly. What was his last lap? 1:34.9. That was 6/10 quicker. I think that might have been some of that lap without traffic though. So let's see what this next one is. .37.1. So that's 7/10 slower. So Lewis' race is being wrecked here. Stuck behind Ocon and Gasly, though he's now got past Gasly, so he should be able to get past Ocon pretty easily. So he will be released shortly, but that's cost him 2 to 3 laps, Hamilton. As Russell has stopped, K-Mag stopping as well. Hamilton is now released. But he's down to 89% tyres. Right, we're going to think about stopping shortly. Lap 43 with Lawson, lap 44 with Ricardo.
You ready?
Copy.
Big push, we can get it.
Right, we can probably attack here a little bit.
Copy.
So that was Charles Leclerc just coming out of the pits, wasn't it? Alonso is out of the pits, so Alonso's built a pit stop on us. So as I say, Alonso's had a really good pace across this race. We're not really going to be fighting Charles because once he's up to speed, he's going to be a lot quicker than us. But if we can just stick with him, that would be nice. Got another 3 laps till we need to come in. Because Lawson is trying to get past Charles there. He has got past Charles. So we're not expecting that because Charles is just out of the pits, but his tyre's probably not up to temp yet.
Opportunity begging to be taken.
So there we go. We're definitely not fighting Charles, but Verstappen's in the pits. Let's say Charles Leclerc should come back past us here. That's absolutely fine. We're not in a fight with him or Alonso for that matter.
Get ready.
Okay.
I asked my mechanic what he thinks of driving. He said it's all just a pitiful effort. That's a pitiful joke, Uviewed. Come on. Right, so Charles does move back past us. So we've got 2 laps until we need to stop. We can just use the DRS of Charles, though. That would be nice. Bit of traffic as well here with Zhou. Now we're safely past him, though. Right, 2 more laps, and then we'll get Lawson in. Still got good margin on those tyres, so I think we'll go next lap. And Danny Rick is pretty good as well, so... Jeez, I'm so Dutch. I'm Dutch, so yeah. Drugovic had another lock-up. Drugovic is 35 seconds off 21st place. He's having an awful race back there. I think it's next lap that Lawson's peeling into the pits, isn't it? Yeah. So we're holding Alonso up and wrecking his race a little bit here. Right, here we go then. Liam Lawson's going to come into the pits this lap. We do expect Lewis Hamilton to probably be jumping us here.
Okay.
Open softs. Next lap as well. Right, here we go then. Hopefully a nice clean stop for us. Last stop of the day for Lawson, hopefully.
Okay. Box confirmed.
2.8, as I say, for our standards, that is okay. Where is Hamilton then? Are we going to clear Hamilton? It's looking good, actually. We'll see him in the distance now. He will probably be on our gearbox because his tyres are very much up to temperature. But we are on the softs, of course. And I think Hamilton's on the hards. 23% already taken out of those hards. Also, I watched one of your vids, part of Suzuka, I believe. You're quite good at editing. Thanks, Crazy Kai. Yeah, we edit all of these streams, so highlighted episodes on the YouTube channel. So if you're watching on Twitch or TikTok, go to the profile. YouTube is there, and yeah, highlighted episodes of all of these races can be found on YouTube. So condensed versions, and you see a bit of the build-up, design work, practice, qualifying, all the rest of it as well. And if you are jumping in and you're not already, please do like the video. Really does help me out. Ricciardo is staying in Alonso's DRS, so that's kind of dragging him along. So,
a pit stop issue.
Sonoda's had a pit stop issue. It's not of interest to us really because he's not in our race. Lawson's got 5 seconds on Hamilton, so pretty good actually there. Is Ricciardo going to try and move here on Fernando? He is indeed, you know.
Okay, head down. We keep focusing.
What's our last lap? 1:30.
Keep going with the lift off. You're doing very good job. Keep going with the lift
We're going quicker than the leaders.
Okay, understood.
We're going quicker than the leaders with a minute with Ricciardo. Do we pit? Please do like the vid, even though it's a live. No hate, just show.
now.
Not a problem, crazy. Yeah, like the live. Still a video, though. Technically. Video format. Oh, Alonso's tagged us. No. Ricardo. Oh,
Okay.
what an absolute
Yeah,
nightmare. No, Fernando. Oh, Fernando. You always leave her the space, Fernando. You should know that.
And for the crew watching on in the garage, that really must have been a hard one to take.
Oh. Have we got damage? I don't think we've got any damage, which is kind of lucky. Alonso did get damage, but we lost significant time there, which is going to be good news for Lewis Hamilton. Alonso's got a penalty, so he should. Right, Ricardo pits. The only saving grace there is we don't get any damage off that, but we did lose significant time, so no fault of Ricardo's there. That was certainly Alonso's fault, and he gets the penalty for it. Right, 2.3. At least we have our best stop of the day there as well to try and save a bit of time, gain some time back.
No full throttle before pit exit.
Hamilton's very much going to be past us here. Though he's not a million miles away. Lawson, I'll drop down to standard for a little while.
We have Hamilton ahead.
Right, Ricardo can attack.
Magnussen behind. Magnussen 4.7.
Magnussen's only 5 seconds back. He's having a good second part of the race, although his tyres are a bit more abused than ours. Right, so we're only 2.6 behind Lewis. So, all things considered, that has not completely wrecked our race. And if we can get past Lewis Hamilton, it wouldn't have cost us anything in the end. But got to get to Lewis Hamilton, get past him. We are on the soft tyre. He is on the medium. So we do have a pretty good chance once our tyre's up to temps. 10 laps to go here. Dark Lord, try fastest 2, try fastest lap. Yeah, we will give it a go. Probably with Lawson, to be fair now, because Ricardo's going to be in a bit of a fight. Hopefully, at least.
So we keep focusing on the pace.
Right, well, let's use a bit of battery.
Overtake available.
Understood.
Let's use a bit of battery to push Ricardo, hopefully up to Lewis. Right, we're now within DRS. Got the battery. DRS open. Don't think we're going to be close enough to make a move here, but at least we're going to be close to Lewis Hamilton now. Well, the live is laggy. Oh no, I freeze at turn 8 and now I'm here. What a moment to miss, Crazy Kai. And Danny Rick, well, he's not thinking about the DRS. We get it done through there. I was not expecting that. Dang you, Ricardo. And I'm going to stay on the battery to try and push out the DRS. It's going to be very difficult because we're now at a DRS zone.
Right, let's have a look here as we go into turn 8.
Look at this. You don't expect to move through here. That is very aggressive from Daniel Ricciardo. A move into 10th place. He scored points in every race so far, and he doesn't want to break that here. Lewis is just still in the DRS though, so it's going to be a bit of a job to break that. We'll try and do so, although we have just about, even with that, using that battery out of that corner, so this could be pretty good here. Has everyone stopped for a second time? They have, so it is correct what we're seeing out here. And Bottas, the championship leader, is leading the way. So it could be another win for Valtteri Bottas. Do you play F1 24? I do not, Crazy Car. I used to play most of the Formula 1 games. But I haven't really played the last 2.
Understood.
I don't even think I purchased F1 24, to be honest with you. I have all the others, but yeah, I've not really played them in the last couple of years, as I say. Right, so Ricciardo has pulled 3 seconds on Hamilton, so I think that's as good as job done, basically. But we didn't set a fastest lap when we were pushing there. What is Lawson saying here? So that's the McLarens ahead. I don't want to go for a fastest lap if we've got a lot of traffic, but...
Maintain that, please.
Yeah, copy that.
Well, we have. I think have we got a Haas there of Joe? Yeah. And Van Dorn.
Tires are too hot now.
Once we've cleared Joe and Van Dorn, we can probably go for a fastest lap. Ricciardo has set the fastest lap. Completely missed that. What was it? A 1:30.2. Christ almighty. Dark Lord, damn, that was some lap for the fastest. Yeah, I completely missed that. I was surprised we didn't get the fastest lap. But he very much did. That is... Yeah, what's the second quickest? Piastri, I think, from what I can see here on a 1:31.1. Has that just changed? Oh, that's on the last lap now. Sorry. Excuse me. Excuse me. That is a pretty damn good lap from Ricciardo. That's going to take some beating. We will let Liam Lawson have an attempt at it, though, I feel. As he's cleared Joe. And he's now got to clear Van Dorn. And then he's got a big gap to Sonodas. Then we can let him have a go at fastest lap. And then we'll settle it all down and hopefully bring the cars home. A bit of drama then with Fernando Alonso. Luckily, it's not cost us. It's cost Fernando Alonso more than it's cost us. He was in contention for the win. He's now in 5th place, damage and a 5-second penalty. So I can't imagine him finishing any higher than 5th. He may finish lower down if the Merc of Russell and the 2 McLarens can catch him up within 5 seconds. Right, Lawson's passed. So we'll give him... We can't really push on the fuel. Already 6 seconds to Hamilton. Yes, indeed, crazy car. I think that battle is won. Jump off the tyres a bit, actually, with Ricciardo.
Try to pull down the tyres where you can. Rear is slightly coming up.
Understood.
Just push.
Copy.
Right, here we go. Let's push. Set on standard or tyres go boom. I have just dropped him down to aggressive, but yeah, I think you're right, Dark Lord. We can drop the standard. We've got enough gap now to Hamilton. Well, let's see what Lawson can do. I think it's going to be a very difficult task to beat his teammates' fastest lap there.
Understood.
But let us see. Hopefully some purple sectors at least. Some green sectors, sorry. Purple would be even better for Lawson, because that means he is going quicker than Danny Rick. But yeah, it's a green sector. And Crazy Kai is Dark Lord on Twitch, because I don't see him. Dark Lord is commenting on YouTube, so this is streamed on YouTube, TikTok and Twitch. So if you hear me even speaking to other people, that's because they're on the other chats. So yeah, green sectors from Lawson, that's to really be expected, but no purple in that first. Let's see what he does in the second sector. Don't think he's going to have enough to beat Ricciardo, because that looks like it's a hell of a lap from Danny Rick. It's approaching the second sector time then, and it's green again, so personal best again for Lawson. Might have to conserve a bit of fuel with Lawson at the end here.
6 laps to go.
There we go. He sets his lap 1:31. So I can't remember what Danny Rick's was. It was a 1:30 something. So he's a few tenths off his Lawson.
Copy.
Let's just drop this down a bit. Right, so what are the individuals here? We've just got a... Yeah, Lewis is 10 seconds back, so he's just bringing the car home. We're not going to... Ricciardo and Lawson are not going to fight, so they're just bringing the cars home. Norris now within 5 seconds, just about of Alonso. So Alonso is going to lose 5th place, it looks like, as well. Just keep an eye out on this fuel for Lawson here. I just need to conserve a bit of that, to be fair, just to be safe. Doesn't matter if Danny Rick gets on our gearbox because we're not going to overtake. So yeah, Norris, no matter what, is going to be past Alonso. And tyre temps are coming down now on both cars, so that's all lovely. We should gain that fuel back, I think, now, on balanced. Norris has dropped, so well, Alonso could drop to 8th here, actually. Yeah, Alonso has a risk dropping from 5th to 8th because of that 5-second penalty. Bottas leads from 3 seconds to Verstappen. Top 2 look like they're going to finish like that. Charles is very close to Sainz, chopping and changing with Sainz. Do we just need to conserve this fuel? Maybe we do. Don't want to risk it. Oh, there we go. We're back. We're back on neutral. Right, 3 laps to go. Does look like we're going to bring the cars home where we wanted to then. 9th with Lawson, 10th for Ricciardo. How much penalty does Alonso have? 5 or 10 seconds? He has a 5-second penalty, does Fernando. We'll jump on board once we get onto the final lap. But at the moment, he's dropping from 5th down to 8th. Going to be touch and go with Piastri. But he's definitely going to finish 7th now as Alonso. He's already down to 6th, actually, on the road. Right, Bottas starts the final lap. It looks like Valtteri is going to win, though. He's leading the Drivers' Championship. Hey Kelly, what would be your dream to achieve on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch? Just a community, really. I just enjoy it. I enjoy streaming, and I enjoy all the chat. So just to continue to build the community, really. That's the goal. But yeah, not expecting anything. Bottas leads.
Last lap.
Copy.
So where is Alonso now? He is back into 5th, but yeah, he's got... Yeah, it's 5 seconds, so he's going to drop down to 8th. Is Alonso. So he's going to rue that collision with ourselves, Daniel Ricciardo. Right, I'm going to quickly save, because as I say, last time out, got an awful crash. We lost the result. At least if it crashes now, we've got that save in the bank, and Liam Lawson should officially now have some points on the board. But where are the battles then? Bottas is going to win. Charles clear of Sainz now. It's really Alonso and Norris, but Norris is going to get that position anyway, so he really doesn't need to fight that too hard. What he'd want to do is try and get past him, just hold him up for his teammate Piastri. But he can't. Alonso, yeah, it's 3.5 to Russell, so it does look like Alonso is going to finish 8th. Valtteri Bottas, the mullet man from Finland, leading the championship, wins in Bahrain. Max Verstappen 2nd. It's going to be Charles Leclerc who rounds the final corner to bring it home in 3rd for a podium. Carlos Sainz now in the Red Bull is 4th. And Fernando Alonso on track is going to finish 5th. But we do believe that's going to be 8th as Norris, Piastri and Russell will all jumping as they all come across the line there. And then we've got our 2 drivers. Ricciardo right up the gearbox of Lawson. But we stay as we are with Liam Lawson grabbing his first points of the season. It's P9 for Lawson and P10 for Daniel Ricciardo. As officially, that is our first points, double points of the season of the series. Although we did get it last time out. A horrible crash prevented it from being official. Hopefully now that one is official. So Lawson P9, Ricciardo P10, double points for Team Lotus.
Okay, we take the flag.
The drivers make their way back to the pit
And there's
lane.
Ricciardo very happy. Of course, most people expect instantly like 1 million followers, but I don't care about followers because I just care about the most active supporters and just build a nice community. Yeah, exactly. That crazy guy, and that's what we're doing on here. There's a few that jump in. You're jumping in quite regularly on TikTok. Dark Lord, YouView. There's a few who sit in the background on YouTube as well. So, yeah, just viewing and take, you know, even if you don't comment, it's still appreciated by viewing, likes, and the comments, of course. And that's a good excuse to like the video now. Or the live, sorry, Crazy Kai. I don't want to upset you. Like the live. Click like. Anyone who's watching, click like if you are enjoying the content. But here we go then. This is the full race results. Valtteri Bottas, he's having a great season back in Mercedes. He wins it in Bahrain. Max Verstappen up 3 to finish 2nd. Charles Leclerc up 5 to finish 3rd. Carlos Sainz 4th. Lando Norris 5th. Oscar Piastri 6th. George Russell 7th. Fernando did finish 5th on the road, but due to that 5-second penalty with the collision with Daniel Ricciardo, he drops 3 places to 8th. Although he is up 2 from where he started in 10th. And he had blistering pace in that Aston Martin today. So that's a bit of a worry because we're hoping to be ahead of that Aston Martin. But we certainly couldn't match his pace today. Liam Lawson, 9th, gains us 2 points. And Daniel Ricciardo also gets us 2 points because he set that fantastic fastest lap of 130.2. Liam Lawson done a 131 flat in the end there, and Lando Norris, it looks like, did go quicker towards the end, 130.8. So by 6/10, Ricciardo claims the fastest lap, so we gain an extra point from there. Lewis Hamilton, that lockup really cost him, down 8 for the Ferrari man, and no real surprises down here. Yeah, just enjoy the atmosphere here. Yeah, exactly. That's what it's all about. Drivers' Championship then. Valtteri Bottas, as I say, the mallet man. Maybe he's got a mallet as well, but he's certainly got a mullet as Valtteri Bottas, and he is leading the championship. He extends his championship lead over Max Verstappen. So it's now, what are we there? 24 points? Quick maths? Yeah, 24 points. 24-point lead on Max Verstappen. And then Oscar Piastri in 3rd, Lando Norris 4th, so the McLaren drive is well matched. Carlos Sainz 5th. He's a little bit closer to Max than Perez was last year, so I think Red Bull will be happy with that. Charles Leclerc in 6th. Lewis Hamilton drops 2, no points scored today. George Russell 8th. Daniel Ricciardo 9th on 14 points. I think that's more points than he scored for us last season already, and we're just 4 races in. And Fernando Alonso in 10th, but he would have jumped us if he didn't decide to have an accident with us. So Fernando remains in 10th, and Liam Lawson is in 11th with 2 points, and they are the only 11-point scorers. So it's been the same point scorers every race so far, and Liam Lawson adding to that this race, although technically he did last race, but we lost the data. So now, hopefully we've got that save in, and that is official. Mercedes jump up to the top of the tree. They are now 1st in the Constructors, so 115 points, just 2 points over Red Bull in 2nd. McLaren are in 3rd on 106 points. Ferrari are 4th, and then we have Team Lotus. So it is very close. Ferrari would be closer if Hamilton didn't have that mistake. So it's, 9 points between the top 3, and then Ferrari a little bit back. But I think these 4 are closely matched this season. I think we'll see a lot of different winners between these 4 teams. We've got a fight on with Aston Martin. I'm hoping we can pull clear of them as the season goes on. We're 5th as it is on 16 points. Aston Martin 6th on 11. And then the rest of the teams yet to score. Fastest pit stops. Oh, we did get a little one in there with Daniel Ricciardo, so we get 8 points there, which we remain in 10th. So it's Haas that is last. For some reason, we can never scroll down on this top 10, but it is Haas that is the team missing. Wait, I thought that Bahrain was the 5th race of the season. I think we're on the 4th race of the season, aren't we? I'm pretty sure. Let me double check before we go. And this is what I need to do now, is end the stream on this screen so it gets the auto save in, because I ended the stream last time on that screen and it doesn't get an auto save in. Let's just save. We are saving over Team Lotus, not the Haas. Got a cheeky Haas one there in the background, which is an idea for another series, which I probably won't stream but do episodes on, but that's kind of flip the grid. So taking the best drivers and flipping them across the grid. So the 2 Red Bull drivers start at Haas, 2 Ferrari start at Alpine, for example. So something I'm working on in the background, but let's just have a look, because you're questioning myself now. No, it was round 4. So yeah, Melbourne, China, Suzuka, Bahrain, round 4. But that brings this one to an end. So finally, we have saved that, and Liam Lawson is officially a point scorer now. We can see it there in the Drivers' Championship. So Liam Lawson finally has his 2 points. We finally have our double points finish of the year. we're very much in contention for those points every race. A little bit more design work to do to hopefully pull clear of those Astons and edge up to these Red Bulls, Ferraris, McLarens and Mercedes. But that's what we'll be looking to do with the races to come. If you haven't already, please do drop a like. If you're not subscribed or following, please do. And as I say, if you haven't watched this on YouTube, do click the profile on TikTok or Twitch and go to the YouTube page. From there, it'll be in my bio and you can check out all the latest episodes of this series. We're streaming on a Tuesday and Friday, so the next one will be on Friday from 7:15 PM BST. So hopefully I will see you then, and we will carry on our Team Lotus F1 Manager series as